I do not believe it. Here's me sat in my garage, my workshop, having a wonderful time clearing, just clearing up my mess after selling my trike. Oh dear. I'm waiting for people to join. Come on, guys, join before we go any further. Live now. There you go. Oh dear, I don't believe this. Where are we? Come on, Em. Is there anybody out there? I don't believe I'm doing. Honestly, God, look, I'm hot, I'm sweaty, I'm filthy dirty. I've been working on my working in the shop, trying to clear up, trying to tidy up, trying to make some room, having a wonderful time. And here I am again. Would you believe it? I cannot believe it. Last week, I know Ken and Stella took all this on, and they did a superb job, absolutely superb job. And I joined in right at the very end to say well done. And I think Ken cut me off because I went, well done, and that was the end of it. I don't know where are we going to go tonight. Honest to God, this is the last one, guys. I promise you. My wife is not happy at the moment, as you can imagine. Well, she doesn't even know at the moment I'm still here. Let me just get my phone sorted out. Get myself sorted out. There we go. Is there anybody there? Before we go any further, it's Saturday night. It's the 19th of August. It's hot. No, it's not hot. It's a very, very pleasant evening. A little bit of breeze, cloudless sky. And I'm having a wonderful time minding my own business when you lot turned up. So what's been going on? Well, you all know what's been going on. I've finally, and I hope I'm just talking to myself at the moment. There's 13 people in the house, so there aren't that many people watching. So they probably don't even know I'm here, to be honest with you. Excuse me. I've finally sold my trike, and it was a bittersweet day. It has to be said. I've been pondering it for a long time. Not really want to. Prevarication is, I think, is a word. And it took a certain young man called Mick to shake me up and say, "Get on, sell the damn thing. You're never going to ride it again. It's in the way. Make yourself some room, get some money together, and sell it." And that was about a year ago. So life moves slowly along, as you can imagine. So I had several people that wanted or said they wanted to buy it until relatively recently. Relatively recent, I went to take one of my mowers I was going to flip to be grit blasted and powder coated to my mate Tim. Tim, I know you're not going to watch, mate, but hey, whatever. Who we were talking, we were having a chat in a way, and he said to me, and I can't even remember how the subject came up. We were talking about motorbikes and trikes and God knows whatever, just chewing the fat as blokes do. And I think I told you about Tim. Tim is he's been powder coating, grit blasting for 40 years. How he's still alive, I have no idea. His lungs must be full of grit. He'd often go in there with this mask on that didn't even work. So he was grey. His whole face was grey, obviously from all this grit stuff that got into his face and stuff. Anyway, long story short, and we had a chat, and he he expressed an interest in the trike, and we were talking about it. I said, "Well, Tim, I'm sure you don't mind me mentioning his name. You know, if you want to have a look, you're more than welcome. I've had an offer on it, which I've accepted." And then the chap reneged. Here comes the wife. She's now going to tell me off. Annie,
What?
I've gone live.
Why?
Because I had my arm bent,
Oh,
and
right,
it was Henry's fault.
Carry on.
Carry on, she says. Where did I get to? Oh yeah, Tim. So we were talking away, and he said, "Well, I've got 2 or 3 motorbikes, some of which are ones I recognise, Bonnevilles and all the rest of it, things from my past and of many happy memories." Anyway, what he said, "I'd be interested in your trike." And I said, "Well, you're more than welcome. Come and have a look at it, and see what you think." He said, "I'll do that. I'll do that," he said. So I spoke to a couple of other friends who said, "Forget it, Phil. He won't buy it for you. He's full of all this interest." But it turns out Tim was his man of his word, who he contacted me last Wednesday, I believe it, Wednesday before, I can't remember, said, "Phil, I want it. Send the pictures," which I did, and he came over the following day, looked at the trike, fell in love with it, as you would, and said, "Phil, I want it." We shook hands. Now that to me is a contract, yeah? So we shook hands, and the deal was done. And it's arranged for it to be collected yesterday, which is last Friday, yeah. All day long, it was arranged for 6 o'clock in the evening, and we had a storm coming in, so-called storm. I mean, in my day, it was rain and wind. Nowadays, it's called a storm. Oh, no idea. Anyway, his chap that he works for Tim turned up with this trailer with his son. And for those of you who have not seen it, there is a video out. Very poor video, as to be said, because I was a little bit emotional is not the right word. It was a relief that it was going to somebody that was going to use it, and also a bit of sorrow, the fact that I spent all these years, built it with professionally made parts, and I rode it, and I frightened myself to death on it many times. It was one of these things that the brakes, typical VW Beetle, that's what it was built on the subframe. You had to give it 20 minutes notice when you want to stop for the brakes. And I'm not joking. That, it was on a handbrake, which is not the best thing to do because I didn't have the right foot to put the brake pedal on because I ain't got one. Anyway, long story short. Anyway, the guy turned up last night, and Annie and I, we set to, we got out the garage, we got all the bits and pieces together, and he turned up, we got it loaded, relatively straightforward. And as he pulled away, the rain started. So it was absolutely perfect timing. Perfect timing. So that was the end of that. So watch the video. It is a crap video because there's all bits all over the place. And that's probably down to me, but whoever. Whatever. So anyway, we got back into the shop. It's called Grandly the workshop. It's a garage. It's a tandem garage, which means you get one car in after the other, hence the long length. And one part of which had Anne's push bike up on a rack of some description, fitted to the wall, and we then attempted to put it back up. Well, Anne's about 4'12" tall, so you can barely reach, and I'm a bit taller than that. Obviously, we tried to get it up, we get it caught up on the cables, and it fell down and really decapitated us both. Anyway, long story short, it's up there now, and I've now been for the last 2 or 3 hours sorting out my workshop. And to be honest with you, I am thoroughly enjoying it. I really am enjoying it. Put putting things where they should be, give myself some room. I could nearly have a ballroom dance in there right now. We could do the light fandango. That's how much room we got. Hans told me from now on I'm not allowed to put any mowers up in this, and we got it's called a sun room or some house or summer house. That's where I keep all the mowers. We'll talk about that later. So there we go. That's this week. Yeah, a strange week. And here I find myself Saturday night chatting to you guys. There's 28 there in the office, as I call it. I expected, quite frankly, a lot more. I expected about 50 or 60. Come on, guys, join in. I'm joking. Had a chat with Mick and Pete and Pervy Ken, as we started to call him. And I'm sure he's watching. That all comes about from the a video we put out about from friends of ours did a rehearsal of putting up a tent during the heat of the summer in June, where my wife wore little clothes, put it that way, and then Ken, you pervy bugger, I'll tell you. Anyway, that's by the by. This is the last one, guys. I promise you, this is the last one. You really have got to take it on. I think Ken did a brilliant job with Stella last week, and I know Mick will do one occasionally because, like me, like him, we've done it for a long time. It is a huge commitment. Hence, look at me. I'm all sweaty and horrible. With a glass of tonic water. Yeah, right. Let's just see who's around. Decided to join up. There's 30 people in the office. Let's have a look. See, bear with me. We're going to do 2 hours. That's all we're going to do, right? Lawnmower lady. Here we go. Hi, Stella. You are partly responsible for me sat here tonight. You know that, don't you, my girl? So you better come up. Add the glamour. Ben's workshop. Good evening, Ben. I hope you're well, my friend. And he said hello to Stella, workshop lady. Ken says, about time, Phil. I feel I've had my arms put behind my back a little bit, but as I say, last time, no problem. Come on, you guys, get your acts together, as they say. Al McLean, good evening to you, Al. I hope you're well, my friend. John Rhodes, good evening to you, John. Nice to see you. John Clem. I'll tell you, these big names are all turning up tonight, aren't they? Saying hello to everybody else. Bill's saying hello to me, and I'm saying hello to you. I'm very well, my friend. Thank you. Al McLean, Hobby Motor. Hello, Klaus. Good to see you, my friend. As always, a mine of information. Ben's workshop. Good evening to you, Ben. I hope you're well, my friend. Al McLean, we said hello. Hobby Motor saying hello to everybody else. John Rhodes. Good evening, John. Who's saying hello to Henry. Mend it, man. I'm not to the rescue, Luke. I'm just here to have a chat with you guys. And it is good to see you, Luke. So I know you're going for a bit of a hairy patch at the moment. Hey, guys, we're with you. We've been there. We've all got the T-shirt, or most of us. We know what you're going through. But we're here to we can always listen. If you want to shout and scream, that's not a problem, mate. You're more than welcome. But don't forget my bits, my piston and barrel. So there goes the sympathy vote. Bill Clement saying hello to everybody else. Bruce's shop. Hi, Bruce. Hope you're well, my friend. I see you've got a very large corn. But although very unlike our tomatoes, about that big, and I managed to pick one. She said, I got red. And it was about the size of my fingernail. I think we might need to move them into the sunshine. Davies Adventurers. Hello, Top Conqueror. Hello to you, my friend. I hope you're well. I go work my way down through. Henry, good evening, Henry. Henry, it's your fault, mate. You take total responsibility that I'm here tonight. And I've told Anne, so you're in trouble. Ben's workshop. Oh, do a beg pardon. Excuse me, I do beg your pardon. Mentic Man's there. Oh, we've just jumped again. Davies Adventures. Al McLean, how you doing, Al? I hope you're well, my friend. Henry is a happy man. Yeah, I'm sure. Sure he is. Excuse me. I wasn't expecting to do this. Mark Wiley, good evening, sir. Hope you're well. And saying hello to everybody else. Ken, hello, you perv. How you doing, mate? You ain't gonna get away with it. I'll tell you. I promise you that. Let's see. Let's work my way down through. Vintage Engine Repairs. That's Luke. Mark Wiley saying hello to everybody else. Have we missed anybody? I think we may well have. Oh, Vintage Engine Repairs. Hello, mate. How you doing? Hope you're well, Tom. Excuse me. Let's put the link out. So tonight, guys, it's down to you. Join in, have a shout, have a laugh, have a bit of fun, which I know you always will. And hopefully there'll be, who knows, a few questions. If not, then we'll just chew the fat. Let's stick that out there now. And all being well, post comment. There he goes. People turning up already. Good to see you, as always. Guys playing with those. Hi, mate. How you doing? Don't start. All right, just don't start. I'll say no more. Ben's Workshop. Bill Clemens. Hi, Bill. Hope you're well, my friend. El McLean, Texas. Bill, he's saying hello to. Lawnmower Lady. Tommy Hanlon. We're working our way down through. I'm waiting to see Mick turn up. I'm sure he will. And I think we're there, aren't we? I got to post that for you, Stella. It's because love you too, babes. You're a lovely lady. You really are a lovely lady. Ken Small Engines, Vintage Engines Gloves. I'm up to 25 members. Good God. I think I've got about there's 30 odd people in the shop. I think I now have about 341 subs. I'm flying, absolutely flying there. Not. John Clem, good evening, John. I hope you're well, my friend. And again, you are pressurizing me, and you're too big to argue with. Vintage injuries, never an update with that injury. Funny you should say that. When we were putting up this push bike, let me put this up. The reason I'm saying this, we're putting up this push bike onto the wall-mounted thing, and I trapped your finger. That one there, not that one, that one. And you know you're at the point when you think you gotta move it. You can't let go, and there's somebody at the other end pushing, and you're starting to say, "Excuse me, that hurts." No, that really hurts. And I don't think it's broke. Never get your wife to help you, and she is very, very good at it, as we said. There's always an injury somewhere. Wayne, good evening, Wayne, my friend. How are you? Last kick at the can. Yeah, you're quite right, Wayne. You're quite right, my friend. I think we've got there. If I missed anybody, Mark Wiley's there. Bruce's shop with there. I think we're at the bottom. Yes. Oh, we've jumped the game. Mac 210. Good evening, Mac. Yeah, we're there. We're there, guys. Right. If I've missed you, by the way, give me a shout. Please do. Let's have a look, see who's there. Any good-looking dudes? Well, there's one of them straight away.
Hey,
hi, Klaus. How you doing, mate?
I am, let's see, let's call it TSC.
Go on.
Full as a tick, drunk as a skunk, and happy as a clam. I've been in an outdoor festival party thing that my girlfriend's Anita's company threw, and they had it all. It was like a big festival thing where there were about 15 different food stands, live music, 2 scenes, and nothing cost anything. Just you had to show up and say beer, thank you. So I'm ahead about 5 pints about now since 4 o'clock. So I'm good. I'm happy. I'm full. Lots of food, different kind. Fish and chips, sliders, chili con carne. The works.
Sounds good. You'll forgive me if you'll forgive me there, Klaus. I went off a little bit. There's a military attack helicopter taking off or going past us we live near Boscombe Down, where all the they do all the training for the attack helicopters. And it's literally just gone across.
They do sound different from a
They do.
regular. Yeah.
We found out why they call choppers. Apparently, when they move, they you may hear it now. I don't know.
Yeah,
Right,
we hear
that
it.
is a bit low. Can you hear that, guys?
Yeah, just hope it's
Wow.
not one of Kenny choppers. It may come down or
Can
something.
you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh wow! That sounds like it's going to be on top of our house at the moment. Oh wow! They call it a chopper because it chops the air when they move the air.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys picked that up on my microphone.
Oh yeah, we heard it.
But that was literally right above our house. So I'll keep it up.
Wow.
Perhaps they're attacking Boscombe Down. Who knows?
The Russians are coming.
I'm gonna have to shut the door, otherwise you're all gonna hear it. Bear me a second, I'm gonna shut the door.
Yeah.
Sounds to me like it's over the top.
Hey, I guess I'm on now. Oh boy. I think it's about time that John Clem gets his picture up here. And Kenny, we've been mighty quiet today. And yeah. Jesus, I think it's an air attack at Boscombe Downs. Sounds pretty wild.
Sorry guys, no, I'm totally wrong. It's the air ambulance. Just
Same
turning
thing.
up in the field opposite us, so somebody's in
Uh-oh.
trouble.
Uh-oh.
Not good news. Anyway, let's move on. I'm gonna shut the door now. Excuse me. Let's have a look. We got here.
Too bad, so sad.
Oh, here we go. We got hang on a second.
Klaus, yes.
Who's this
That's-
chap here?
That's a couple of twins.
Who's this guy? Who's this guy? Ken Small Engines.
Hi, Tom. Hi, Stella.
Stella, how are you doing? How are you doing? And Tom, I'm going to bring up Bruce, the gentleman in the house.
Gentlemen, wow.
In fact, I'm going to bring all you guys up. And
Billy.
It's
in
really
fact, I might remove
Wayne.
him. I'm going to get rid of him, I think, because it's all his fault. Henry, your fault, mate. Down to you.
Well, I couldn't take all the crying, you know.
Look at the black there.
Why is Henry blacked out?
Oh, sorry. My mind's all over the place at the moment. There's this air ambulance literally across the road from us. So somebody somewhere is not very well.
Phil, you do realize that the sound you hear are the wingtips breaking the sound barrier. That's that you hear.
Sorry, Ken. Why am I watching a picture of Stella and Tom when I'm talking to you, mate? I am very confused.
Tom, you got to do. Where's the head, Tom? Come on. There we go.
It'll take
Henry,
Hey.
there's about a 7-second delay.
Do the tongue,
Oh
Tom.
my
Do the tongue.
God.
Where's the tongue?
Oh dear. Oh dear. And here's me thinking he's going to have a quality stream tonight.
Well,
Exactly.
Oh, now I got the dog barking. I'll tell you what, it's all cracking off here tonight. I'll tell you. Oh, God. Hang on a second. Let the dog in. Oh, my. Talk amongst
you're going to
yourselves.
have to do something to get banned, I think, Conk.
Where the hell's that door?
I hear Ken
Oh, dear God.
talking, but he's not up here.
No, I'm
No,
here.
he's
Wife's gone to investigate, so we'll find out.
Oh, he's
what's
holding
going
up the camera with
Stella and Tom.
Stella and Tom on it.
we're having-
Oh.
or Kung Fu Panda.
Am I visible or am I invisible?
no,
Can-
Henry, you're always going to be visible, mate. You're a troublemaker. I'll tell you, you are a troublemaker.
No, Klaus said that I was
No,
black.
As
You
soon
were
as you talk,
before.
then things go to hell.
You're good now, Hank. You're
All
good
right,
now.
my arm's getting tired, guys. So Stella, Tom, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, have him come up.
Yeah, they can come up. They get the link.
Yeah, Stella come up. Of course you will. So let's say, Ken, good to see you, my friend.
I'll do.
You
Hey,
watching
I'll
any
do.
good
I'll do
videos
next week.
recently?
I just can't commit to every single week. I'll do next week.
I'm not committing, mate. This is
Why
my
not?
last one. You've
Phil
been
was-
watching any decent videos recently?
Something about a trike and something about an old mower from
Yeah.
Canada.
Phil, was that your trike? Did you build
Yes, sir.
that trike?
Yeah, that's the one I've just sold. It's been taken away yesterday.
But that was your personal bike that you built?
Yes, sir. That's the one. That's the one I did.
Yeah,
Wait.
neat looking machine.
Yeah, Wayne, if you want to call a Volkswagen with a missing wheel, a
Let's go and mute yourself, guys. Speak to Annie.
Well,
Yeah,
I
really.
thought the framework looked really good. The wheels looked a little different, but
And you know, he
it would
probably
be
only
a
had
nice
rear
machine.
brakes. With rear brakes, it took forever to stop.
In the old days, all the trikes around here in Ontario, they all had Volkswagen engines
Yeah,
in them.
yeah. Same here. Yeah.
And the
Just-
sad part is the regular motorcycle engine has more horsepower.
Yeah.
Two Briggs built together would have almost as much.
It's funny how years ago you could get a Volkswagen for next to nothing. Now it's ridiculous what they
Oh
cost.
yeah. Hey
What's
Phil,
my-
give her
what's
your
my-
wallet.
That was my first car. Was a Beetle, 1964.
Yeah. I had to push start it, and it
Yeah,
was
me too, because the starter wouldn't engage.
right. Yeah. In the winter, it was heck, man. The heat, it had to build up heat before the floorboard heater would work.
Yeah.
There wasn't a fan in there. It was just the heat.
Well,
You don't have to. You
it
don't
was
have to
just
tell
like-
me, Hank.
It was just like the old Fiats. You could choose between cold and very cold.
Yeah.
I had a scraper right on the gear shift, and I could just lift it up and scrape the windows from the inside.
Yeah.
Latest news. Something's going on down the road, but we don't know what.
Ah.
So somebody somewhere's in trouble, obviously. But let's hopefully somebody gets themselves sorted out.
Well, maybe the aliens landed at the place where the big rocks are.
Yeah.
It's very unusual because they can get an ambulance out here quite easily.
Yeah.
Oh, you just muted.
You just muted yourself, Phil.
There we go. That's better. Sorry, guys.
Hey.
I've forgotten how to do this. It's been such a long time.
It's been a whole week.
Oh dear, oh dear. So you guys, I hope you're all very well. I do hope so.
Yeah. Good shape.
Let's put some stuff up here. See what's going on.
I'll tell you what, we were all hurting before you came on.
Yeah. Exactly, Hank.
It's pure chance. I've been out there in the workshop there tidying up. I'm actually having a wonderful time. Tidying stuff around, moving stuff about,
Elbow
making
room.
finding things. I haven't thrown much away. It has to be said. I haven't thrown a lot away, but whatever. I made some space and found some things I forgot I had.
Just
So
look at all,
I've actually got a nice time this afternoon.
look at all the fun you're going to have tomorrow again.
Yeah. Wait, do you know, Henry, you say that yesterday, time we finished with it, moving the trike out and all the stuff that went with it, Annie and I were absolutely knackered last night. We're not used to humping stuff around. Well, I'm not anyway, used to humping stuff around backwards and forwards. And I got to
Be
bed
careful,
last
be
night.
careful when you're saying humping. Be careful when you're saying humping around.
We're going to call you.
I'm going to ban him. I tell you what, I am going to ban him. I tell
We'll have
you.
to change it from Pervy Ken to Pervy Hank.
Oh. No, that word we use of it when you're humping stuff, you're moving stuff around, carrying heavy weights. And of course, there is the other connotation that Henry knows about. But we won't discuss that.
No.
So what have you guys been up to then? Anyway, because I haven't lost contact with anybody. Far from it, to be honest with you. But everything moves on, doesn't it? We all move on. We all do our own stuff and all the rest of it. John Clef says, "I'm not a word we don't know, John. Snookered. That's not a word I know of.
Snookered.
Snooker.
Oh, snookered. Oh, I beg your pardon. That must be the American way of spelling it.
No.
Snickered would be like, you're shot, you're done.
Yeah,
you're tired.
yeah. That's a word I'd recognise, Bruce. To be honest with you, the snookered. But
Even
I
up
just
here.
managed to put that Mountfield SP534. That's
Yes.
gone on the market tonight. So
Was that the
all being
grass
well,
box you painted on
you
that?
put- Sorry.
Did you paint the grass box on that?
The grass box, no, I cleaned it off and I then sprayed it with spray.
WD-40 or something like that?
No, what's the clear lacquer? I sprayed it with lacquer, which is
Cool.
great. But of course, the first time it gets dirty or petrol on it, it's gone. But hey,
Yeah.
it's a selling point.
Looks
To be
good in
honest with you.
looks good in the sale picture.
It does, yeah. I did the mower with it and put petrol in it, and had to go back and just check something. So I tipped it back, and the petrol was still in the tank. Came out, and it melted all the lacquer.
Oh,
You got to use engine enamel clear coat. It's fuel
Well,
resistant, fuel and oil resistant.
That's
But
something I'd
it's
never do is
expensive.
spill fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Well, to be honest with you, this stuff says it's fuel resistant, but it's not.
Oh yeah.
It just melted it away. It melted away. But
Yeah.
I forgot who did a video on a mower they were fixing, and somebody did spray it with lacquer, and it looked terrible. It was all chippy all over the place, you know. So whoever bought it didn't know it was lacquered like that, and
Oh,
so left it outside, and it just chipped up all
Yeah.
over the place.
yeah, I think it's. I know Mick's had problems with it, with it sort of separating, bubbling on the paint. I think he has. To be honest, I've not had the same problem, but hey, I did find that petrol completely cocked it up.
Yeah.
As you do.
hmm.
This gentleman here has been very quiet. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing pretty good.
Been
It's
watching your videos?
you see the next ones coming up are
Yeah.
Hang on.
Oh,
got a
nice.
whole new one coming out.
Nice.
Oh wow.
You've taken over from Phil.
It's that was he handed it to me basically, and he handed me an empty frame and then boxes and boxes of stuff.
Well, that works.
Nice.
Yeah, and I actually a couple days ago, well, I guess a week ago, got the original factory engine running, the original Tecumseh Power Sport. So I said I'm going 100% stock on it. That's the only reason it's blue is because it, believe it or not, it started out that color.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I even tried to make it a point to, like the bolt heads that are painted, I painted them.
Ooh.
I know I hate painting bolt heads, but they were painted out of the factory.
Where's that lady gone? Where is she? Come on, Stella. You put these guys up to this. I'll tell you.
Oh, all you guys in the UK, the temperature is 6 degrees cooler today than it was yesterday.
No, that's ridiculous.
Can I chime in on that?
That
Please.
is stupidity.
It went down to 4.2 Celsius, which is 40 degrees last night.
God
Jeez.
grief. Yeah.
Winters are coming, Phil. I mean,
The furnace came on.
wow.
Yeah, it's,
And
I'm
it's
sorry.
mid-August. And it's
And it stayed on
mid-August.
here. It says
Yeah.
108, 110, 107, 105. Ooh, cold front, 104.
And we have
Back to 108.
we have evacuation center a block and a half from here for the people that have been evacuated from the Northwest Territories and from BC.
yeah. I mean, watching that, Bruce. Are you involved, or are you too far away from it?
We're quite a ways away, but the people from Yellowknife are driving down into Alberta, and then they're being dispersed through all the major communities too, up to Red Deer or down to Red Deer.
Yeah.
And then the people in BC, it's a huge, beautiful mountainous area with big, huge homes. There's 15,000 people evacuated, and another 25,000 people from there on evacuation alert.
So
Jeez.
where are they going, Bruce? Where are they going to go?
Well, a lot of them are coming to Alberta, and then we have like all of the hotels which would normally be used for tourism are being used to house these people until they can hopefully go home or work on permanent residences if their houses are burned.
Oh wow. So presumably they have to pay their own bills that they get put up.
Yeah,
in hotels and stuff.
the Red Cross helps out for up to a week or
Okay.
so, and Air Canada they were charging $4,000 a flight out of Yellowknife this week. Like that should be illegal.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there is price gouging rules.
Yeah, well, hopefully they're going to have to follow that.
But that's just profiteering, surely, from disaster, surely.
Yes, but the problem, we got evacuated out of Mexico a couple of years ago, and the reason why the prices are higher is because the plane comes in empty and then leaves with all these people in it.
Yeah,
but it still isn't that expensive.
Well, no, I mean the prices still stay the same to run the plane, whatever. It's just the profit margin that you know.
It's ridiculous. It's not even fair.
No, of course not. I agree totally.
I think it should be subsidized. If you're evacuated, the Canadian government with their emergency funds money should be able to get these people out of there for nothing.
Sure. But you would have thought the government would have some form of
Canada's supposed to be a rich country, right?
Yeah. Well, we know you're rich.
Rich in resources that we leave in the ground.
Rich in resources that are owned by someone else.
That we leave in the ground because environmentally they won't let us dig them up to sell them.
It's fine for you, Bruce. You're a wealthy man, not like me, you see. I'm a poor man.
Bruce is going broke. I heard that they raised his electrical bills by 123% in Alberta.
Well, that's crazy. True? We just checked, and I believe our electrical bill is fixed until the next contract.
Yeah, I
but
heard
our natural gas bill is floating, which is really quite frightening.
Well, no, what's frightening is that everybody wants to eliminate gas stoves, gas furnaces, natural gas, everything, and they can't even supply enough hydro to keep the lights on any place.
Well, here it's natural gas all the way from Winnipeg to Vancouver for just about every house.
Yeah, here too.
You can't convert half a country to electric without putting in some infrastructure.
Over here in the UK, many years ago, we converted from what they call town gas to natural gas, and the whole of the country had to have all their gas cookers, which is what we used to use, converted.
Oh yeah,
a huge.
Like from propane to natural gas?
Yeah, because
that's not that hard to do.
They used to have to add the smell to natural gas because it didn't smell of anything.
They make it smell of
bad
gas. Eggs. Yeah, bad eggs.
People who put their eggs in the oven to kill themselves, God knows why, but there we are.
Have you guys seen the new MTD mower blades?
No.
Yeah, they're flat.
I don't know if you could see. Is this showing up?
Hang on, mate. There you go.
Hey, nice.
No lift. That's the no lift version.
No, with the new hole in the middle. I don't know. Hang on. It's too. Can't see it, eh?
You gotta tilt it.
No.
Tilt it to get the glare out.
There you go.
There you go.
Perfect.
There you go.
Let's try it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks
I don't
weird.
see the center. Oh, there it is. On the
See how it's got the lobes on each end?
Oh yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, Murray's been doing something like that for years. They're stupid.
I'm going to tell you, that was a brand new Troy built pony that came in. They wanted the service, so it was going to be covered under warranty. And they said sharpen and balance the blades. When I took them off, we said, "Wow, this is a marketing ploy," because MTD, you can buy those blades on Amazon. You get two of them for like $66, I think, for two of those blades. And I think our cost direct from MTD is $16 because we've got an account with them.
Mhm.
But guess what? Back ordered. Can't even get them.
So you yank off the adapter and throw on an old one.
No, those are on riding mowers. So now that's the mandrel they're going to sell too. If somebody spins one on a mandrel, now you need the new mandrel. And I'm going to guess they even changed the style of the spindle, so it's different.
Yeah, it's like these stupid ones from Murray.
Yeah.
See, I haven't seen that
Oh,
one.
I haven't seen that.
Oh yeah, special blade. No blade will fit on it. They had to order them special from Home Depot for the cheapest Murray mower you could buy. It's like $180, and we had to special order these blades because the blade adapter is that wonky shape.
Wow.
I hate when they do that.
Yeah.
That's where
It's
it's cheaper to
nuts.
change the adapter.
And these new blades are so thin. Like when I took them to sharpen them, there's absolutely no weight to this blade at all. I would think if you hit a fair size rock, not a boulder, this blade's going to bend.
Yeah.
Like that's how. It's really cheap.
Well, it's like the blades on the old electrics, right? They're that skinny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I must admit, Klaus, I thought of you yesterday.
Thank you.
The Duckums, is it 2050 oil?
Yeah.
Duckums 20. That's what fits into my trike, and I still had a half full can of Duckums 2050.
That's tar.
And it's like
green
tar, isn't it?
It's green in color. It was made. It was
I'll be
made
right back, you guys.
for British engines, like the old original Mini and Morrises and all that stuff, because they were a little they were not as tight as a general.
Yeah, it makes it harder to leak when you're running pancake syrup in them.
Yep, exactly.
Although I must admit, I noticed there was a slight leak out of the rocker cover on one side when I moved the trike yesterday. But hey,
the gaskets over time they go bad. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, the cork gaskets.
Yeah.
They're only held on by a bail arm, which is basically an arm that clips over the top of the cover itself.
Yeah.
Which is, and I know you used to be able to get a conversion kit that you'd be able to bolt them down, but that in itself it used to deform the whole cover, and they would still leak anyway. So hey,
Yeah, it's like the Kohler engines with the cork gasket on the overhead valve covers. They all leak.
Yep. Hold it. We got a new guy here.
Wow,
Hey,
Big
new
John.
guy. Who are you?
How are y'all today?
Hey, Big John, how you doing, mate?
I'm good. I'm back for
John.
a few. Everybody doing well?
Have you managed to get over your last few months' hard work and effort?
That part of it paid off. She won, and she goes to the general election in November now. And whoever wins that one will be the new coroner.
Pretty cool, John. Pretty cool.
Thank you.
That's a lot of
she's
work
very
to do a
happy.
job I couldn't do.
And hopefully the majority of the area is Republican, John.
It is.
That's good.
Yep. Hey, everybody in chat. How are y'all today?
It's difficult for us Brits to understand that these very important centralized jobs depend on your politics. I mean, we just don't. That doesn't happen over here.
They elect them.
It depends on the area.
Yeah. A lot of areas are party dependent, or they'll vote party versus candidate.
Over here, guys elected a king 1,000 years ago, and you're still sticking with it.
We wish it wasn't here, but it is.
They keep moving the goalposts on that one as well, I'll tell you. We had to export one of our princes because he kept, whatever. What's his name? Harry. Bless him. Yeah.
Oh, in case y'all weren't sure, I have missed y'all for the past four or 5 months.
Thanks, John. We missed you too.
Oh, hang on.
You know what, John, you can do? You can.
God, we're all filling up, mate. We're all filling up here. Honest to God.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, John.
Yes, sir.
You know what you can do to make up for that?
I'm not taking clothes off or anything.
No.
No. It's not that bad. No,
okay.
it's not even. No, it's not
that was it, John. Not taking clothes off. That was it.
Yeah, thanks.
You can take over Phil's stream.
No,
Yeah.
I do have to get back to work.
Hey, no.
So,
No, there's no pressure.
see,
John.
they're having the runoff election in about 2 weeks, and
I
we're
hear
not doing
back
anything.
paddling. I hear back paddling.
Yeah.
You're hearing a lot of back paddling. And we're not going to do anything for the next couple of weeks till they get the runoffs over with. And then after that, we're back at it hard and heavy again. So I will be scarce on Saturdays again
No.
till November.
Okay.
Nice try, Hank. Though nice try.
Who said they missed me too? Let's see. Oh,
Stella.
one more lady.
Stella missed you, yeah.
And it's not in
I'm
all
waiting for
caps
Stella
either.
to
I'm
come up,
impressed.
actually.
Pardon?
I'm waiting for Stella to come up here. I popped the link out there. I'm not sure if she's working tonight. I don't think so.
I mean, Tom and Stella were here by proxy. Not
Yeah,
long
they
ago.
are, aren't
That
they?
was fun.
Yeah. Maybe we need to see them.
Ken, where is Tom and Stella, Ken?
They were on what is it, a FaceTime thing?
Ah, okay.
It's clear when you do the FaceTime with the Wi-Fi. It seems a lot clearer than the WhatsApp. But you have to be on Wi-Fi. You can't do it with cellular.
So we're just hearing now that it sounds like our helicopter's taken off again. Can you hear it, Annie?
No.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I've had to close the door. I heard that, pardon.
As long as they're not coming for you, Con.
Now, where is my most favoritist buddy at?
Which one is that?
Which
Tricky
one?
Mickey with the little nose.
Oh. Well.
Oh, John,
Yeah.
you don't want him up here.
Hadn't seen him a whole lot lately.
Who's
No.
that, Mr. Mick?
He gave me a little shout out this morning. That was nice.
He may well be around. I'm not sure. I spoke to him today. He was on the app earlier on.
He's
He's
probably
hiding.
scared because I'm up here.
Yeah, and he's hiding
Like
because
petrified.
he was afraid that he was going to
No,
do the
you're
stream.
more than man enough, John, to sort that out.
You have a long reach, John.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll have to go visit Mick one day just to surprise him.
Yeah.
Well, when you
Yeah,
do,
come
John, you come and see us as well, mate, and
I certainly will.
we'll make sure you get your pasty and a cup of tea.
I have to go see. Let's see, you, Mick, Al, Luke, Ben,
Yeah. So we are
Rob.
spread throughout the whole.
Rob. Yeah,
Yeah. You know.
We could all
I
just meet in Manchester and be done
guess
with
I
it.
better get a fast car, huh?
We can all go to Denmark. Close as a
Trouble
nice
is,
house.
you can't get
Yeah, I
anywhere
got
in our country fast. It's it's not the road system is not.
Yeah, there's
designed
no
for it.
straight lines.
No, there is no straight line. However, we are booked in for Semtex. I booked in today, or yesterday, I should say, with Mick. I think Pete's going as well.
Yeah.
So all being well, we'll get some videos of that while we're wandering around.
Yeah, but Klaus and I were talking one day, and it'd be nice if there was a central point everybody could get together and come into a central point where we can all meet.
Iceland.
New York. New York is cheaper.
South Mississippi.
Yeah, and he was saying
That'd be about centralized.
I think New York is the cheapest place to fly to, just about anywhere in the world. I mean, it may
Yeah,
be
but you'll spend
expensive. but-
$500+ a night when you get there.
Yeah, and likely half of this panel wouldn't make it back home.
Yeah,
True.
we were in there 3 nights, and we couldn't find a single place for dinner for 2 of us for less than $100.
oh, yeah.
No. Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy.
Well,
That's
we'll just
everywhere.
meet
That's
up at
everywhere now.
McDonald's.
See, John's got a point. They'll pay you to go to South Mississippi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real.
Well, you can
Maybe-
fly into New
Hey,
York.
Nobody wants to go
Hey,
here.
how about Orlando?
Orlando'd be nice.
Orlando would be nice.
Fort Lauderdale would be better. It's like Orlando, but with beaches and bikinis.
Yeah, but see, Orlando is cheaper flight wise.
And the girls were in too.
That too.
Fly into New York and drive to Connecticut.
There you go. There you go, Hank.
Yeah.
I think
And
we
we-
should all meet at Henry's place.
And
he
we'll,
can
we'll, all,
make a
we'll all
drink.
bring a tent and we'll stay at Hank's yard.
There you go.
Yeah, Hank's got enough room.
Got plenty enough
Back.
yard.
And all being well, if he looks the other way, we all get in the shop and fill our pockets up with all those bits and bobs. There we go.
Yeah.
I'd be filling your pockets for you.
It's amazing, you know. Here's me doing all this stuff. You know, we got rid of the trike yesterday, tidying up. I'm amazed at things I've found that I just couldn't remember I had, or if I did, I thought, well, when did I
In
get
behind
that?
the trike.
Yeah, where's it all from?
All
I mean,
those
the-
E-clips you lost, they were underneath the trike.
We moved it, and it was underneath was full of squirrel nuts. For Christ's sake, what's that all about? Well, how did squirrels get in there? For God's sake, you
Well,
know?
the squirrel can come through a hole the size of a dime.
God, dear, oh dear.
Well, it's a squirrel
You
with
see,
no hair on its tail.
Because the trouble is, my missus likes them. She thinks they're beautiful. Me, they're called tree rats. That's
Yes,
what
they're just a
called.
rat with a nice tail.
Exactly right.
I was shooting tree rats this morning in the front yard.
Mhm.
Hate those little boogers.
Vincent.
Yeah,
No,
if you have an
Vincent.
RV and you get one in there for the winter, that will come out of there,
yeah.
and all of the foam is gone, and it's eating the sink off the countertop, and it's like
10mm sockets, only 4.
Only
that's the ones that is it Bill? He was
And
missing
no,
a couple
and
of
I never found
10
the
mil wrenches.
You guys know me too well. I'll tell you what, I found one of those wrist pins a few weeks ago. I've actually mounted it in a small picture frame, you know, because it's the one that I lost all those
Off that
years ago.
two-stroke engine you were doing.
Yeah, that's the one, man.
I remember.
I can't believe it. How can you not look? It's impossible to find these damn things. Honest to God. Someone said to me, get a vacuum cleaner and put a pair of stockings over the hedge, you know, the lady stockings, and then you rock him around and then it will pick it up. It doesn't work. I promise you, it does not work.
just like a magnet, you know, you take a magnet on a stick and go around.
I just
Find
pick
it,
up.
find
all I
it
get
5
is
years
fi-
later.
I just get filings when I do that.
That's all I ever
Yeah.
pick up is filings. Yeah.
That
Filings
and
and washers.
welding beads.
And it looks all furry.
Yeah.
I bought one of those magnets on wheels that's about 3 foot
Oh, yeah.
wide to run
Yeah,
through the
those-
shop.
those
It
are
picks up
cool.
everything.
Does
Yeah.
it work?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I use one in my driveway every
I
time.
want one. Wayne, I want one. Send one
Yeah.
over, mate. Where
And
do you
then
get
it's
it
got a
from?
rubber sleeve that you just slide along the cylinder of the magnet, and all the stuff
Wipe
comes
it off.
off, and you can sort through the debris.
Put a link up, Wayne, can you?
I got it at Princess Auto. I don't, you know me, I don't do links. I'm not, I can't do that stuff. That's Jake's job.
I've never heard of such a thing.
He was able to get on the
Yes.
screen. Don't ask him for anything
You
else.
can get them 1 foot, you can get them 2 foot, 3
Yeah.
foot, 4 foot. They got wheels, and then you just wheel it along, and it picks everything
Without
up.
eye off the ground. There we
That's
go.
Kenny's
That's it.
got it. Kenny's got it.
The one I have is shaped like a box though, and you pick up the
Yeah.
handle.
Yeah, they got
it
them too.
magnetizes and it drops.
I think that's the more expensive one.
Yeah, I think it was about $40. But I tell you, in the fall when the leaves are on the ground and you drop something, you don't think it has to be ferrous; it has to be magnetic. But yeah, that looks like the one I got with the handle. Exactly, you lift the handle up and it demagnetizes and drops everything down.
You need that if somebody does your roof.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
still picking up nails from 5 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
I had my siding. I had the soffits and fascia done on the house, and
Can
I'm
you put a
still
link
picking
up,
up
Ken, for
screws.
us, please, mate? I mean, other people watching it, maybe they could make use of it.
What's that? You want a link?
Yeah, put a link up there.
Us Canadians can't afford those expensive ones. We just buy the straight
Yeah.
magnet.
Here they have them at Harbor Freight, but I'm sure Amazonian has them.
Yeah, that was Amazon, the one I showed you. There's all kinds.
Sure.
Won't pick up 300 Steri stainless though. Only the 400.
You wonder where
Yeah.
that little tiny lock washer that's
Yeah.
3/16 went in. And then 4 years later, you go, "Oh, what the heck is that?"
I know Mick let me have a adjustable plastic cover to raise the height on a mower, but it was spring loaded. and I brought it all the way back from his place. I put it down on the floor, and the bastard sprang off. And I've never spun that spring since. The bastard. To this very day, I've never found that bloody spring.
The older I get, the more I get the dropsies, right? I got the dropsies, yeah, my little song. And down you go, there. And there's an area behind my toolbox. It's actually where the floor drops off. It was originally done for drainage.
Yeah.
And those little buggers roll right to the back underneath there.
What we need is workshop like Klaus's, which is absolutely perfectly clean.
Yeah.
No.
Only on the
Workshops are all
floor
the
is his
same.
feet.
No, all workshops are the same. If you lose a clip, it is gone forever.
Yeah.
Even mine.
Even yours.
Jake was doing a repair on a riding mower, and I don't know what happened, but the linkage that went from I think it was the linkage from the governor to the carburetor took off. It just like sprung and it flew, and we didn't have a spare. So I ended up making one out of some wire that was pretty stiff and bending one up. 2 weeks later, I'm cleaning the shelf, and we used a magnet all around the shop, and it didn't find it. 2 weeks later, it's on a shelf beside my chair. It didn't hit the ground. It stayed on this shelf.
Really?
Yeah.
It is quite amazing how far they can travel, though, isn't it? I mean, a tiny washer will go about 15 yards. So it seems like, where'd that go, for God's sake?
I'll be blowing a jet out with compressed air, and it just goes. Pew!
Yeah, they weigh nothing. You couldn't throw it 10 feet if you wanted to.
No, you couldn't.
If it hits the floor, it'll roll to the rocks.
You had a pick, you couldn't get that seat out of their quality in China, but just go the air. And
whenever I work on something, and I know if something drops, I try to follow it. My eyesight, I follow it down, so I know exactly where it is.
I'll break my neck trying to see what
still
shit's
not there
there.
anyway.
The other thing is you got to worry about with magnetic trays. Well, you're working and you're
it
looking.
goes underneath.
Where the heck is it? It's underneath the tray.
Stuck to the bottom of the magnet. Yeah.
I worked with a guy, when you drop a real special type of a screw or a fastener, he would drop another one from the same place.
Yeah.
Just to see.
Then he had
See if
to
it bounces.
No, with me, I just lose the other one.
Well, see, in our shop, we've got truck bed, 5/8 thick rubber
Oh,
on
nice.
the floor.
For walking on, yeah.
And so when something drops on that, it actually gets a bounce.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've got something similar, Wayne, just to be able to stand on it, make it more comfortable.
Yeah.
It either goes down between the holes,
Yeah.
and it's like camouflage. It's like an SAS sniper. You can never see it. It's just disappeared.
Yeah.
But we've all done it. There's Vincent saying bumps off his shoe is the worst. Absolutely.
Speaking of governors,
we've done it. Every one of us.
So for storage of stuff, I've been buying these. I don't know if you ever heard of them. Plano, Plano,
They're
tackle
big
boxes.
Yeah.
And these, I use the deep storage one, the deep stowaway one. So they got clips, nice clear, like semi-clear plastic that I could take a black marker and I can write all the part numbers on the top and label it for Briggs, Honda, Kohler, whatever I need. And it's got all these dividers in it. So when I get them home, the last batch I bought, one of them's got the dividers and the other two, somebody stole all the dividers out of it. So now I'm trying to find out, where do I find dividers for this thing? And I'm calling every tackle shop, and everybody that owns these tackle shops are telling me, yeah, I got all my stuff stored in there, but I throw the dividers away because I don't use them. And I said, well, throw them my way. I actually get a hold of the company, and it's going to be 3 weeks before they get dividers in, and they actually don't sell them separately, but they will sell them, or they're going to give them to me. I don't know what's going to happen, but 3 weeks before they get the dividers in.
Oh, you got to think though. You spent all your life without that box up to now.
Oh no,
So
this
3
is
weeks is
nice.
nothing.
This is nice because I could put it on top of the workbench and pile them up to like 4 feet high and just look at what I need and pull that out. And then there's all my parts. And if I drop anything, guess what? It's right there. It's not going to hit the floor.
So
Wayne, I
you got
use
a trade
ice cream containers. You know, I put all the bits in the ice cream containers and I write on top what it is. Only
Wow.
today, I spent nearly 2.5 hours going through every one of these bloody ice cream containers looking for a clip that I could use to stop the push bike. Oh, don't even go there, mate.
Mine's
Oh,
peanut
yeah.
butter jars. I got so many peanut butter jars full of everything in the shop.
Wayne,
Yeah.
have you got Jake chained on the Dewey Decimal System storage, or does he just throw it in?
No, he's better. Well, he's better than me. I
Oh,
normally
okay.
leave everything in a mess. I'm the worst.
See, I've got one box and it's impossible. The things that are impossible to find. That's the only thing that goes in it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got two.
you
I
tip it
got
out
two.
onto the workbench, go through it, and you still can't find what you're looking for.
Yeah.
I've got 2 cookie containers of bolts that I have torn apart machines, and I just, the metal cookie containers.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, they're filled to the top. And slowly, what I'm doing is organizing them so that when I need that bolt, I can find it. I've got the threads down. Like, what am I going to do with my time in there if I'm not watching TV or something? It gives me something to do.
Yeah, I do
I
that.
just think
Nobody ever
if
told
it's
us
more than one
something
layer
about
deep,
this.
you can't see it anymore.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, I went on, like, there were a couple of guys stopped in and they needed bolts that went on MTDs. And when I checked out the price of this specific bolt or washer off MTD, the price is not cheap, boys. It's like $9 plus tax.
Oh,
For
yeah.
a 1/4 inch,
So-
3-inch.
And then,
screw.
so then I go in, I find the bolt, and I said, okay, this lists on MTD for 9 plus tax. I'm going to sell it to you for $8.
There you go.
Boy, I
What
get a
happened?
lot of free Tim Horton coffees now.
What happened to Conquer?
Conquer?
He's
Yeah.
letting you run the show, Klaus,
Yay.
You look good up there, Klaus.
because he feels that you could carry on his dynasty.
Ah,
That's the old gorilla thing, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
right?
Yeah. Nah,
Difficult
I'm pretty
moment.
confident that Mick will pick it up soon. I mean, unless he comes up and tells us he's not, he's
Well,
probably.
no, you just egged him into it. Now he will.
Yeah, he will. Yeah, he will. Well, Hank and I tried on Kenny this morning, and that didn't work out well. But
So close. That part you did with the eye.
yes,
Did you
sir.
know what that means?
It means I got something in my eye.
No. What it means is there was a guy that went to a zoo, and there was a gorilla in the cage, and he was told that have you guys heard this?
No.
Okay, so he's heard that this gorilla can understand the English language, and he does sign language, and the guy didn't believe it, right? So the guy goes up to him and he does something, and the gorilla signs back, and the guy that trains the gorilla says the gorilla saying thank you very much for everything you told him, and this goes on and on and on and on, and the guy can't believe that this gorilla is kind of responding to him. He thinks something's up with it, so he grabs a sausage out of his backpack and he takes a knife and he cuts a slice of sausage off, and the gorilla does this to him, right?
Yeah.
And the guy says to the trainer, "What's that mean?" And he says, "F you." Oh, sorry. He handed the knife towards the gorilla, and that's what the gorilla did.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Did Phil finish that restoration on that mower?
Yeah, I think so.
Like, I saw the video where he painted the deck.
No,
Has he finished it off?
well,
I didn't see
well,
that.
No, I didn't either. But I mean, how long can it take? I mean,
Around my house, it's taking a long time.
Yeah.
I'm in 2 weeks ago, Ken, you talked about being in a funk. I'm there. And all of the summer repairs are coming in. And it's to the point, like you don't put $190 worth of parts into a 25-year-old Tecumseh mower. You just don't do that.
no.
And they're all these summer repairs are coming in like with internal engine issues, no governor, no what do you call it? Advance and all that stuff. I'm getting all these freaking really, really challenging troubles because it's the summertime. It's not just a clean carburetor now.
No,
You know,
yeah.
I was offered a free Tecumseh today. Had a cracked lid on it, a Tecumseh motor on a recycler deck, with the cables broken and the tires bald. And I looked at the Tecumseh motor that had been sitting, a rusty blade, and I went, no, free. It's too expensive.
I was given one of those, and I'm going to take it apart for coils and switches and blades and stuff. But
no, everything was rusted on it.
It was
I told
gone,
him
yeah.
free was too expensive.
you had to work on it.
He did put the engine on it.
Oh, okay.
That's their.
Yeah, I just got a power mower engine on a mower the other day, and the guy says, "Can you fix the recoil?" So I said, "Well, you know what? To fix the rope, it's not going to take long. I'm going to be 15 minutes. We'll restring your rope, and I'll give you a break on this half-hour minimum labor." So the guy's standing there with me, and I take the cover off, and then I take the 3 bolts off the power mower recoil. I pull it up, expecting that, all I got to do is replace the rope and the spring's okay. The flywheel nut was unscrewing itself. It had jammed against the steel part of the recoil.
Rewind, yeah.
Yeah, melted the plastic where the pawls were, and the pawls were like shot out, and the spring was totally busted apart. So then I said, well, this ain't just restringing. I had
New
to find them a
recoil.
whole new recoil.
Yeah.
But wouldn't the Honda one fit on there?
No, it's got to be the one that's got the 3 legs on it that stick out.
like the Kohler one.
Yeah, kind of like that. And I thought I had sold all 3 that I had, and I ended up finding the last one in my hoard. So he was lucky; he got it back the same day.
Yeah. I've been needing, all my boxes are getting worn out. I go to the shed and I pull down my Briggs and Stratton rewind box and I put it back up and I pull it down and put it back up and put it back. They're getting so bad I need new boxes, but you know how it is. I'm in a funk.
Sorry, guys.
Get a
I had to let the
go-kart.
cat out.
Do what?
I had to let the cat out, John.
Oh, okay.
I haven't heard that one in a while.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
That's what was underneath his deck.
Hang on. There we go.
Ooh,
That's what
Nice.
was underneath the deck.
that's a lot of broccoli.
It was touching the lawnmower blade. It was so packed.
That's a lot of broccoli.
Yeah,
Yeah.
worst I
Broccoli
ever
is a
seen.
good word, actually, Bruce. I like the word broccoli.
Oh, remember this
It
Trudy's
covers
dad?
the grass to dog shit, as far as I'm concerned.
It's the
Well,
this came
that's
from-
the worst.
The word
dog
broccoli
shit.
came from Trudy's dad. He back in the day we used to get these frozen things of broccoli. They're almost shaped like a meat can, and they were rounded corners and frozen, and they take it out there and boil it for 20 minutes. That's exactly what that broccoli's like out from underneath a lawnmower.
Yeah.
It's when you
And
go
rough.
underneath and you think, I recognize that smell.
Yeah, the smell. Terrible.
Oh, dear. And then I'm going to have to eat my sandwiches afterwards. That's the problem. I must admit, Bruce, your garden is producing some lovely fruit and veg there.
Oh, well, we've had the heat.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful chunk of corn, eh?
Yeah. Funny
Yeah.
enough, it's not my favorite vegetable. And I don't quite understand
Really?
why. It seems to be a big Canadian and American thing. They put
Butter,
corn
sugar.
with
Well,
everything.
no, it's not the corn. It's the butter and the salt that tastes so good.
Butter, sugar, Phil. If you can grow butter, sugar, corn, that's what you want.
Peaches and cream.
Peaches
You
and
can't-
cream.
Can't eat cow corn. No.
Well, we used to have the tins of, is it a Green Giant corn? You
Yeah.
know, we used to use it for fishing. We used to catch fish with the damn stuff.
Mhm.
And fish can't digest it.
No, I don't think the humans can either, can they? If
No.
it goes in one way, it comes out
You,
the same. Is that
you
right?
really got to chew it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the other thing? Oh, beetroot. Annie bought some beetroot the other day. and we cooked it in our pressure cooker. Now, apparently, beetroot has a bit of a what should we say? Once you've eaten it, the following day,
Oh yeah,
you are aware of that you've eaten beetroot.
we had beets last night too from the garden.
Yeah, not the fact you're going to bleed to death when you go on the lube. I mean, I personally think it's the food of the devil, but there we go.
I like beets.
Same as
And I was out there in the rain
with
picking all
rhubarb,
this stuff,
you know?
and I forgot to get carrots.
Makes a
But
good
why would you
board.
eat rhubarb, for God's sake? It tastes like sour as old Harry. I mean, why would you eat the damn stuff?
Rhubarb crisp.
Everybody got different taste buds, big guy.
Well, yeah, I know, absolutely right. I'm a big savoury man. I must admit, I'm not a huge sweet man, apart from cold rice pudding.
Ugh,
Now, that to me is heaven.
That looks like
Cold
the stuff
rice
you
pudding
take out of
with
an old
cream and ice
carburetor.
cream on top, eh?
That looks like the stuff you take out of an old carburetor.
Yep, that's what it looks like.
No, you're thinking of sago and tapioca and all that. old crap.
Tapioca, yeah.
Yeah, that is. We used to have that at school. Like I think you called it frog spawn or some such.
Yeah.
Frog eyes. Frog eyes.
We were forced to eat it at the point of a gun when we were kids.
Oh, I love tapioca.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Henry! Is it any wonder you got a bad heart, mate? Eating that crap. I think my ex-wife and my son. Well, my ex-wife was Maltese, bless her, and they eat. I think it's sago. Is it what's it? Sago, tapioca, and what's the other one?
yeah. About the same.
Yeah.
Right.
Same sort of stuff. But they eat it as a savoury dish. They cook it with garlic. Would you believe? And
Yeah.
she and my son eat this stuff with
Yeah,
you know, as a savoury dish. You know, you see them eating, you go,
Come
You
on,
do
that stinky fish stuff y'all talked about doing.
No, John, you'll get banned.
Actually,
I'm
on the
sorry.
talk of the fish name.
You're out, John. We don't talk about that.
Sorry.
Phil, you're getting really good at this.
Cold
Yes.
rice,
Yeah.
Vincent, you haven't lived until you had cold rice put in, double cream and ice cream on top. That
Finger
oh
on the
yeah,
trigger.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Now, I like it with cinnamon and raisins mixed in.
Yeah.
yeah, anything to do with it, mate. It's got to be cold.
And tapioca. And tapioca.
My wife won't eat raisins. She thinks it's just rotten.
You're
My
out.
wife,
You're out. You're out. No problem.
my wife won't eat raisins. She thinks they're just rotten grapes.
We have a dish here where they take cold rice pudding and they
Yeah.
mix it in with whipped cream
Yeah.
and vanilla and some sugar,
Yeah.
and it's served as a porridge with hot cherry sauce on top.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah.
I think I might want to marry you, actually, Klaus.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
No, it's like my grandma's house in 1964. No, thank you very much.
Sorry, Bruce.
It's the way my
Yeah.
mom used to make it. The hot cherry sauce on top. Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah,
really good.
It is good. We get it. It's typically here. It's a Christmas dish.
Klaus,
we-
how old are you?
Thank you very much, Bill.
I just got to ask. That's the kind of
Yeah.
stuff they served in the 1900s.
I'm gonna do the.
I see. Dane, in terms of food, Dane's all about tradition.
Vikings don't age.
They are about tradition,
Yeah, Viking Stone Age. Yeah,
and they'll
at
eat any
least not mentally.
and all the parts from the cow that nobody else buys. The Danes use it as a delicacy.
Yeah, like the
Heart,
tongue,
liver, tongue,
Yeah.
brains.
Mm,
I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
my grandparents never threw anything away.
Yeah.
cow ass.
Nipples and arseholes.
I mean,
That's a sirloin steak there.
That's
Yeah,
called wolf
It's
roast.
called a sirloin steak.
I mean, guys,
Pucker up to eat that one.
cold cut made out of cow tongue is absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's gone. That's the end of that nonsense.
Welcome to the bottom.
Oh, yeah,
yeah, thank you, Hank.
I made it up one row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It won't last long, I promise.
Yeah, it's made out of nipples and assholes, as far as I was concerned, Klaus.
I would sell those to the Chinese. So
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
But you know,
pig's
still
feet-
the best
here's
marketing.
the thing is with pig's feet, we used to call them trotters because you can only eat the front feet, you can't eat the rear ones. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Really?
No.
Can't say that I did.
Put meat on them.
So the best marketing thing on earth has been the chicken wing, no way.
Yeah.
Like when I was a kid, you couldn't, you went to Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Nobody
for
wanted the
families having a picnic. Nobody would eat the wing, and now wings are like,
Yeah, yeah.
A buck
What's
a
the other
piece
thing
now.
is lamb shanks.
Yeah,
We
lamb
used to give
shanks.
them to the dogs years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
Now they go to a restaurant, it's the posh thing.
or they have a
delicacy.
flank steak. Like that was
What's that all about?
That's what you turned into hamburger.
Get it.
It does taste good. Steph, it does. Apparently, these guys here are not connoisseurs when it comes to food.
Yeah.
I
We used
tried,
to-
Klaus.
we
I
used to
tried.
a thing called bath
have you-
chaps. You ever heard of that, Klaus?
What's that?
Thing called bath chaps. They were the cheek meat of a pig,
Yeah.
brined and cooked, and
Yeah.
then covered, then
Oh, yeah,
squashed
sure.
together and covered in orange breadcrumbs.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, they're called a bath chap.
yeah. It's good
Absolutely
food.
delicious. Yeah.
Bruce, have you ever had sylte?
Probably.
It's where you take the that meat that Conker was talking about. You boil it and you mix it with spices and stuff, and it's put into a jelly, and then it's cold. It's boiled cold meat. It's chopped up, and you get it in a. They put it in a thing so it gets a shape. You can cut
That's
slices
right.
off of it.
Into a cone. It goes into a cone.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then you cut slices off of it, and you serve it on rye bread with mustard and pickled red beets.
Yeah,
What do you
it's a
call it?
jelly.
Klaus? What do you call it over your place?
Sylte.
Sounds
John.
like school and nuts.
Hey,
Well-
John, doesn't this make eating whatever you hit with your car sound good?
I had liver pastai. I had liver pastai for so many years. I actually learned to like it.
I mean, that
Liver
is-
what?
Liver pastai, liver paste.
it's a liver pate. It's about
Yeah.
roughly it's half lard, half liver, chopped up, mixed with spices and baked.
I
So
can
they
eat
pick the
that.
part you don't want and then mix it with the other part you don't want.
What's wrong with liver? What's wrong with lard?
Yeah.
No, I like liver, chicken
I have
livers,
saturated-
beef liver.
Guys, in all honesty, here that's our version of peanut butter. I mean,
Oh yeah.
every kid loves it.
Klaus, I had
Everybody
it today. I had it today. Lard on bread with salt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the best.
That's what I had
You know
today.
what?
Oh, that'll stop you.
Saturated fats are now good for you.
So-
Better watch that helicopter's coming back.
Yeah, my cholesterol just went up 4 points.
We call it.
Phil, you got to try it with a soft-boiled egg on the side.
Yeah, happy with that. 'Cause it's the fat off the beef. When you roast the beef,
Yeah.
it's the fat that renders off.
Yeah, tallow.
And
Yeah,
you get the brown bit on the bottom. Yeah, that
Yeah,
brown
yeah.
bit on. Oh my lord!
yes.
Phil,
Drip-
this
you call
doesn't
it
sound
dripping.
good for the heart.
No,
No, it
everything-
does
all
not.
that stuff's good
No,
for
no,
you now,
no,
Wayne.
no, it doesn't go into the heart, Wayne. It goes into the mouth.
Yeah, I know.
Stop
And the
at
fat-
the, stops at the heart.
and the-
No, but I mean
the-
here instead of butter, pig's lard is used from time to time, particularly in people that are in excess of 30 years old, and it is extremely delicious on rye bread. You guys know this very compact rye bread. It's brown. It's almost
yeah.
like pumpernickel type of
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
and it every day needs it.
Yeah, and they do it in Poland as well, and they mix in
Yes.
chopped up bacon with it.
Yes, the best.
You want to
put
have
that
fun,
on
go to
top,
Poland
a
and
little bit
order
of
a
salt,
taco.
and I mean that stuff will. Oh,
Absolutely delicious. Delicious.
It sounds like Schutzolina.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
but,
really
you know,
good.
we all
Yeah,
have
you
our
know.
we all have our limits. I mean, if my mom would serve pan fried liver, which is I mean, it gives the best gravy, but if I eat pan fried liver, I can chew it and I can swallow it. There is a very, very good chance that I get to see it again.
Oh my lord!
I can't. I mean, my mom has been trying every type of liver there is and pan fried it, and she made me try it, and I tried. Even as an adult, I think it can't be right. People like it. I should like it too.
Yeah, liver and onions. They're the
Yeah,
best.
yeah, exactly.
But normally the
So I
liver's
try, and I love
breaded.
the onions. I love the gravy. I love the potatoes. I love it. But I chew. I cut a piece off. I chew it. That's it. That's good. I swallow it, and I go, "Excuse me." And
Yeah, we cook it with
And-
Marsala wine.
yeah, and
The
that
liver.
I mean, yeah, and that's good. I mean, I think my grandmother she used pork, but it's
Yeah,
it they tried every, and I'm actually kind of sad. I don't like it. Well, I like it, but it's just that I swallow it and it goes.
your stomach don't like it. Well, that's fair enough. Yeah, that's fair
Well,
enough.
back in those days, great grandma lived to be 98 years old, right?
Yep.
And great grandpa died at 62 in an industrial accident because there was no shrouds on anything to protect you.
No, that's
Yeah.
true. Very
You
true,
know,
man.
like I actually think some of this stuff's not that bad for you. It's that you
I
need
mean,
you need a
I mean-
variety, right?
I used to since I started first grade. One of our neighbors that was a big farm in those days, and I mean they had a tractor and a combine, and I was sold. So they were stuck with me over there for the next 15 years. I helped out during harvest and all that stuff. Drove the tractor, drove the combine, do the sow, all that stuff. The food they ate was a little more old fashioned than the stuff I got at home. And I'm telling you guys that we have pan fried slices of pork, which is nice. It's crispy, and it's got meat and a little fat in it. When they had it, there was no meat. It was just pan fried fat.
Oh,
And you think that's disgusting. That's until you taste it.
well, think about French fries. French fries are just a carbohydrate cooked in fat.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, did you-
Wayne, do you eat Selena, Wayne?
Shoot Solana?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
the
that-
shoot Solana, what I'm talking is like the bacon that we
The drip it. You put
over
the
the open,
dripping,
yeah,
you put
over the
drippings on the
open
bread.
fire. Yeah.
Yeah. My uncle and great uncle and aunt, Hungarian, they would always buy the Selena pork fat.
Yeah.
It's just bacon fat. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Big chunk.
That's it.
And then you put
Same
it over
thing
a
as dripping.
fire, let it drip onto bread, and that's
On
what
rye bread.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good talk. Glad
it might be coming back. My wife was just over at the grocery store. They had a little package of beef stewing meat, probably cut up chuck, right?
Yeah.
$28.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we might be going back to the
I've noticed that.
cheaper foods that still have flavor and whatever.
No,
right?
I
Go
know.
shoot a moose. Go shoot a moose, Bruce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're good.
The
for
trouble is,
2 years.
I hunt alone, right, Wayne? So
Yeah.
if I shot it, I'd have to just light a fire and eat it there because I'd never be able to.
Yeah, you'd be able to bring
get
it back.
to the truck.
Before a grizzly gets you.
Yeah,
Frank will be able to drag it out. That's no
yeah. I got
problem.
to get Frank through the bush though.
I want to know why you don't eat the back feet still. We didn't get to that part.
Well,
Pig?
there's no meat on it, Bill. There's no meat on the
Okay.
back feet.
Oh,
All the meat is on the front.
I never
foot
thought
of
about
the
that. Like you
trotter.
see the pig hawks in the
Nothing- there's
grocery in
nothing
the
on the rear
store.
feet. It's only the foot. Don't forget it's the last piece. There's no meat on a pig's rear trotter. That's purely the only reason.
huh.
You
I know
used to work in
something.
an abattoir, right?
Cook-
Well, yeah, when you said it,
Hamburger.
everybody said, "Of course," and it's like, but wait. You know?
Yeah. No, one of my jobs when I was an apprentice, we'd have at the end of the slaughter day, we'd have to cut all the front feet off, and they would go into a huge cage, rotating cage, that was fed with steam, and as it rotated, the steam would take off the nails
Yeah.
off the feet, and when they were cleaned off, we would then pack them into greaseproof boxes, and they were sent down to Southampton to feed.
That would be the worst commercial for a restaurant ever.
No, they were always
Yes,
sent down to Southampton docks. They were sent off then to the
That's
port.
my ham roast. That's my ham roast. Oh,
Yeah, you cooked that last week.
yeah. That was delicious.
The crackle on there, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And but when you barbecue, thanks.
Show
Hank.
us again there, Henry. I missed it, mate.
That out of your smoker, Hank?
Oh,
No,
look
it
at that.
was me doing it, Wayne. It's out of a kettle grill.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Oh, that's serious food.
nice.
That is. I mean, and you pick a cut that has a very big
Layer of
thing
fat.
thing of fat between the rinds and the meat, and you can just cut that away when you eat it, but it makes sure that the meat doesn't get dry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, it
And
was
next
so
on the
good.
Food Network, we're going to discuss.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so Kenny, on the shoot solo, we used to chop up radishes, green onions, peppers, and put that on, and then slice up any of the meat that was in the, in the bacon that we were frying over the fire, eh?
Yeah.
Those
Bill.
drippings are so good. They're not good for you, but so good.
No,
I don't
but
think it's that bad for you.
always nice to have around an open fire.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, moose is good food, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah, moose
excellent.
is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill, I eat snails with garlic. Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
snails.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Love
yeah.
snail. Escargot.
oh
If you
yeah.
eat it, some people don't like shrimp,
It's the one thing we have when we're on our cruises. We always treat ourselves the snails with garlic butter,
Yeah.
crispy bread. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Superb.
Yep.
Well, we always used to joke that people eat cows, but they say
Don't
don't
eat
eat
the
horses.
And
The
Bill,
only reason we don't eat horses is they were hard to catch.
and Bill-
No, honestly,
You can't ride a cow and catch a horse. You
No,
can ride a
Danes
horse
eat
and a
horses.
cow.
Danes eat horses.
Yeah. We
No.
can't get it here in Ontario.
no,
Quebec,
but I
we
mean,
can get
horse
horse
meat,
meat.
to me, I mean, I don't mind horse meat, but it's just it's a little bit sweeter in taste, and I'm not particularly fond of that.
I think I've had it once.
Yeah, no,
Well-
it's good. I mean, if you make hamburgers out of horse meat, that's good food. I mean,
Meat is, that's why God invented animals so we could eat them. That's quite
Yeah.
simple.
In
exactly.
fact, I think I'm going to take those vegetarians to court because they're eating the food that my food
That your food
eats.
eats.
Yeah, exactly right, Bruce.
Yes.
I'll back you up. I'll second that for you, Bruce. I'll
My
No,
second
but I
dad
mean,
always,
but-
my
but no,
dad
but-
always used, my dad
you think
always used to say a cow will urinate and drink its own urine when it's in a puddle of water. He says, but a horse or a moose, if it's not clean water, they won't touch it.
No.
So he says, well, I wonder why we eat cow.
Well, because a cow has 4 stomachs to process that.
Because we
I mean-
can.
Yeah.
I mean, when,
Yeah,
when I was
Fertilize our
at the farm-
gardens with chicken crap.
when I was at the farm, and if a cow had a bad stomach for some reason, you would take it off water for a day, so it'd be really thirsty. You take a bucket of water, and you put in 1 cup of sulfuric acid, mix it up, and present it to the cow, and it would drink it.
Oh, yeah.
And a day later, stomach was okay. It's got 4 stomachs.
Yeah.
It processes its foods 4 times.
Yeah.
So it can drink dirty water. It can drink clean water. It doesn't matter because it gets processed 4 times.
That's why they chew their cud.
Yeah.
Yes. So a cow is a pretty nifty invention when you ask me, and they taste delicious.
Because you can eat because when you say you have the stomachs, of course, Klaus, you can always eat the 3rd one. By then,
Yeah,
that was cleaned, and that was called tripe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was
No,
bleach.
but I mean, if you look at a wild cat that
You guys are killing me.
If you look at a wild cat, that a lion or a tiger or whatever that kills an
Hey,
animal,
Stella, welcome to the Food Network.
Thank you. Thank you.
the first thing
Welcome
it
to
eats.
Conker's Restaurant.
It's great. I love it.
What happened? What happened to Tom? Why is he not here?
Oh, I think he got like sleepy or something. He's such a
Yeah, he
wimp.
does that.
It's like 5 in the morning there.
And the chubby butcher's missing this. He's up at the French River fishing for muskie and
Did you see his last burger?
walleye, likely.
Did you see
Yeah,
his
he
last
left
burger?
at 3:30 this morning for the French River.
A wild.
Well,
Bert-
that actually
Bert-
sounds good to me.
Yeah.
His
I
last
told him
burger
to make
was
sure he did
delicious.
some videos of shore cooking.
Yeah. Cleaning those fish and
Yeah.
Fish is
that'd be a good video.
Have you guys
Hey,
seen the
always
new
eat
way
fish
they're
all the
cooking
time.
spaghetti now?
No.
Well, they're not boiling it. This one chef come on and he can't, and his restaurant cannot, they haven't got enough spaghetti to cook for all these people. I guess he's selling something like 3,000 to 4,000 plates a day.
On a
Oh,
bar.
my
God.
You put olive oil in the frying pan, and then you take the spaghetti and you lay it out in the pan, and you cook slowly. You're not boiling it. You're cooking it. You're roasting the spaghetti.
That actually sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah. And what you're doing is you're getting a little char. You get a little discoloration in the spaghetti, but it's
Caramelization.
not cooked yet. Then you go and you pour on your tomato sauce that you
Right.
have to water down, and now you start boiling your spaghetti in the sauce.
In the tomato
Then you add more spaghetti sauce to it, and what happens is the spaghetti comes out with a real thick tomato base to it, but it's got all that charred black tomato
Yeah.
combined with this cooked spaghetti, and I
Oh,
guess
Now,
it's unbelievable. The
if
flavor.
you make a spaghetti dish and you want the spaghetti to taste of something, you cook it in broth,
Right.
Yeah.
and that makes it taste very differently. Very good, actually. But,
Well, when I
all
my
these spaghetti
spaghetti,
and pasta, they're all the same. They're just different shapes, aren't they? They all taste the same, just different shapes.
Well, that's the reason you like toast nuts before you put them in something, or toast spices or anything. That's what he's doing. They're toasting the spaghetti,
Yeah.
charring it up, and then it has flavor. Brown food tastes good.
I'll boil the water and then throw in a half a stick of butter before I put the spaghetti in.
good idea.
That works too.
I use olive oil. but
Keeps
the
it from
same
sticking
idea.
together too.
Yeah, I think Henry, if you froze, oh no, you're back again, mate. All right, I was a bit worried about you.
Hey, listen, I like craft dinner. Who doesn't like craft dinner?
You know,
Yeah.
this is
Exactly.
already you know, that's brilliant. That's the whole point of this stream, that you can talk about anything, anytime, anywhere about anything.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
got
whole point.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
I did a thing today that I've never done before. If we can go back to small engines, is that okay? Or is it,
Man,
You're gonna ruin the stream now, Klaus.
I'm sorry.
Party
That's
pooper.
okay. Go for it.
I'm burned out. I got the summer funk.
I'm hungry.
I took I switched the crankshaft out of an engine I've never worked on before ever. I did it on live camera, and it worked out.
Really?
I was a little hey, I can do this, you know.
Yeah.
So, hey.
What engine was it?
It was a small Chinese Longxin engine. It's
Oh,
no biggie, a real simple engine. A little difficult to adjust the valves, but yeah,
Hmm.
it runs sweet.
You had to
You
put a new
guys
crank
hang on
in, or
to
you
all
just
them
had to
spare
clean up
engines.
the
I've got-
crankshaft.
No, I had another engine, Wayne,
Hmm.
that had a valve issue, so I took the crank out of that one and put it in this one.
Yeah.
Same,
you were saying there was no head on it, right?
yeah. Well, there was a head on it, but it's not detachable.
Hmm.
So it's one of those small 150cc something Chinese.
But they're a Honda Split. I like the Honda Split.
They got the Honda Split. They
Yeah.
got the Honda Split. Yes.
Yeah.
If you guys hang on to spare motors, I've got 4 or 5 out there in the shed. That
I-
all good motors.
Too many I have.
Is it a fact to just throw them away sometimes? Just get rid of the damn things, or
Well, you know, I've
Yeah,
got
so
one
if you
out
do,
there.
you'll need a part off of one of them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Soon as
And if
it's done,
they're
you
not
need
in
that
your
part.
way,
Right,
if
Wayne.
they're not in your way, if nobody's complaining about them, just leave them out there, because you will
Yeah.
find one day you're going to need something off of one of those.
yeah,
I know.
They may
somebody-
sit out there for 5 years. But the week after you throw it away, you'll need a part off one
Oh,
of them.
absolutely. So I've got the same thing which you see, John, with I've got mower wheels, mower handles,
Handlebars, yeah.
and all the rest of it. Well, I'm sure I'm never ever going to use them, but I'm terrified if I throw them
Well,
away.
take them to Mick's house and dump them out.
What about that one
Yeah.
part? It's an oddball part. You've never seen it before. Like for me, it might be a really old Murray or something. We don't get Murrays up here in Canada that much, Western Canada. And you look at this thing and you go, I am never going to use that. And
Yeah.
you chuck it into the metal bin, and the guy comes and takes it away, or you take it to.
Yeah.
2 days later, just like
That's
John
all.
said.
I know.
Oh,
It's going to be
shit.
worth a lot of money when the battery operated ones come in, because you need that part to fix that old gas one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
One of the guys that buys parts off of us just came this morning to
Guess
buy a
you just
cable
shut up.
for a mower, and he let me know he's 83 years old. He's still tinkering with lawnmowers, and he said to me, "I just let my daughter know that if anything happens to me, she's supposed to send or call Eliminator Performance up to pick all his stuff up." And he's got 55 lawnmowers, push self-propelled lawnmowers on his property.
That's a lot of coils.
That
That's a
doesn't
lot of
include
coils.
that doesn't
Yeah.
include all the riders he's got over there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
my-
North Carolina is getting the John Deere electric battery facility. Huh?
Yep. I commented on that the other day because
Carol did a video on that.
but the thing is, and this is the comment I made, if it's great, but in the meantime, I'm telling you, man, before we can,
Get converted.
stop just kicking the can down the road because we don't have the infrastructure yet to handle the recharging part, because we're still recharging all this crap with fossil fuels. So, we're not saving the planet here. Okay.
And Stella, I've only got 100 amp service on my house.
Right.
If we go to electric cars and I've got one plugged in, the kids come for Christmas.
Right.
They got dirty diapers in the dryer, or
Right.
clean diapers in the dryer. Our grid's going to be going around hot.
You
You're
know,
right.
right.
You're
You're
right.
plug into 100 amp. You got to change over to 200 amp. So you got to upgrade your electrical system.
Your drop, you got to put a new drop
Right.
in and a panel.
Bruce,
Yeah.
Or you have to have solar
Poor
on
Klaus
top of
is
your
trying to
house and the inverter. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Or you have to have a gas operated generator to charge everything up with.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We don't have any hydro because there's blackouts this week.
Right.
That's right. Or there'll be
Bruce,
a.
help
Go
me
ahead,
out.
Klaus.
You have 110, right?
Yeah.
220,
Yes, they have 110 in
water.
Canada. Yes.
You got 220 or 110?
We got
Yeah.
both.
110.
110.
Their
Okay.
their
Right, so-
residential power is 110.
Yes.
So I'm running 230 or 220.
Yeah. That's
Right.
yeah.
That means that I don't need as much amperage to get the same wattage.
Yes.
Per outlet, right?
So how
Ohm's
much?
law.
How many amps would I need to be equivalent to you?
100.
100.
100. Basically, it's half.
Well, but
Wattage equals volts times amps. It's the
Exactly,
West Virginia
yes.
law.
But we actually have 220 close because we have one feed of 110 and another feed of 110 that's 180 degrees apart. So there is a 240 volt feed, but each feed feeds half the house.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually 120, but I know
My
it's
AC runs on AC
okay.
runs on the 230 volts, and
119.
the welders run on that.
I've got 3, 4. I've got 5 groups of 13 amps
Mhm.
at 220. Yeah, 5 groups of per breaker. Thank you. I got four of those, and then I got one that's 400 volts, which is equivalent to you having 240.
Right.
Or-
So you have 2 feeds of 240.
Yeah. Okay.
It's,
I know that the electrician that put it in said, don't ever get an electric car because you're not going to have the amperage for it.
right.
right.
Okay.
Now there is a couple of.
Oops.
I wonder what they're going to do. Like here, no, I haven't talked to anybody who's thought of this, but there is a possibility that we could be like Europe and bump it up to 440 at the transformer, and then step it back down to 220 in the house, so you're not drawing that much amperage on your draw.
That's the common way to do it anyway.
Yeah,
It's big power at the pole and little
How
power
big?
at the house.
Yeah.
How big is your? How much amp is on the fuse in your house, Bruce?
okay. The main amp is 100 amps at 240 volts.
Yeah.
And then each 15 amp breaker, you can have up to 12 plugins per breaker.
Okay. So you got 15 amps, 110 outlets.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Okay.
And half of them in his house are drawing off of one leg of that 220,
Yeah.
and the other half is
but
drawing
see,
off
I
the other
got-
leg.
You hope, Stella, you hope.
No, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever drives my computer right now, the outlet is 230
Right.
at 13 amps.
Right. That's a good size, eh?
Yeah.
Right. Because your primary voltage at the lowest common denominator is 220, 230 volts.
Yeah,
But it's-
that's the
Ours
lowest.
is 110.
It's probably still the same size wire though, because you're still drawing 13 amps on it.
Oh,
But you're-
oh yeah. Oh
Hey,
yeah.
what's Stumpy updating on this video on the battery operated stuff or hydro? Stumpy says he's gonna have a video up this week updating everything on battery operated equipment or
Life events.
Yeah.
Oh,
life events.
Yeah.
life events.
Yeah. He's
Well,
been
the-
kind of scarce here lately. He's only explained to everybody why.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The way I see it is you don't put wind farms where there's hurricanes, nor do you put solar panels where there's hurricanes. And it looks like there's a lot of hurricanes going on in the United States of America.
Well,
And
there's
if we
always
Well-
down in the south and on the south and the east
Oklahoma,
coast.
Florida.
What's going to be
yeah,
what's
so-
going to be interesting?
So they can't have anything, right? Like
And they're going to get
and then
5 inches
wherever
of
they
rain in
stand,
What's
Nevada,
gonna
they
be-
can't.
what-
There's too many dust storms. They can't have solar panels.
yeah, but
How's Texas? Not good.
Death Valley's
We've got,
getting 5
we've got
inches of rain.
solar
today.
and wind power all over the place. So does Oklahoma.
Yeah, I
It's
just
gonna
had
be
a guy call
interesting.
me from Texas to fix a
not.
torpedo air. What do you call it? Air compressor?
Yeah.
And I
Right.
said, likely, you got a lot of sand there. So I guarantee you, your gas cap is plugged up. The guy called back 15 minutes later. Exactly what the issue was.
Right.
Plugged fuel cap.
Can you say global warming?
No, I don't
It
say that.
exists. It exists.
No,
What's
what-
going on out here?
What
What's
were you
going to
saying,
happen?
John-
What's going to
John-
happen if
John-
Yellowstone
Just
lets
forget
go?
it. Forget it.
well, John, what were
Forget
you saying, John?
I was just going to say that with this hurricane that's headed to Los Angeles right now,
Yeah.
when it hits, they're going to be without power for no telling how long.
Long
Yeah,
time.
they're
And they're going to
they're
have to try to
gonna-
figure out how
they'll
to
be
charge all
hurt.
their battery operated equipment to their
And
stations.
Death Valley's
Yeah.
getting 5
And
inches of
electric
rain. They get
cars.
2 inches of rain a year.
Right. It's going to be a world of hurt. And
Yeah,
you know,
it
I
is.
mean, it's tragic and it's sad. Don't get me wrong, but it's
It's
just
going to
like
be an awakening for them.
it's a reckoning everywhere, and like I said, it's not just there. It's like everywhere. You know, like you said, the wind, the heat, the whatever.
It's supposed to be 106 here Wednesday and Thursday.
We live in a
Connecticut
city in
finally
southern
admitted-
Alberta, and we've got an evacuation center for the people that live in the Northwest Territories
Yeah.
here.
It's
a block and a half
108
from the
here
house.
right now and going up.
108.
Well,
Connecticut-
according
Yeah.
to the scientists, the world temperature has increased 1/3 of a degree from the hottest ever. So this is the hottest year ever, and
It's
it's
been
1/3 of a degree.
Yeah, it's been hotter. I remember
Now,
110.
if Yellowstone National Park volcano lets go,
Oh,
that 1/3 of a degree is going to go down, and we're going to go into an ice age.
Yes, because of the
The ash,
atmospheric
gonna be
cover.
sun for a while.
I'm back to
World
it's
War
108 degrees. I could work with some ice.
Connecticut
Well-
just admitted they're not ready for this battery powered stuff. They're infrastructure can't
Yeah.
handle it, and they don't know how they're going to do it.
And
Right.
not only that, nobody will be able to afford electricity if it's all coming from green stuff because the price will double.
Yeah, and
Right.
nobody can afford the vehicles either.
Yeah.
I think everybody's forgetting, like I call it the A to Z, right? A is everything's dirty coal, and Z is everything's green clean on the alphabet. We're maybe at C or D here on the conversion.
Right.
So the first things we have to do is get rid of the really dirty stuff, like wood, coal, whatever people are using to heat their houses when they don't have anything. And then we have to start working our way through. It's not going to happen overnight. and
No, it's not.
we just have to keep trying.
I'm getting ready to get rid of the Corvette and get a nice, pretty little Tesla in its place.
Hmm.
I decided it's gone.
Hmm.
It got washed to be put up online today.
It's better looking too. I really like the look of of the Teslas. They look nice.
See, I think they look like they fell down the ugly tree and hit every branch. I think they're ugly as sin.
Do you?
But oh yeah, but they've got a 3.10 to 60. That's looking crazy.
I
It
just
is
want to
crazy.
save
I
money.
mean, they're pretty classic looking. I mean, a lot of cars look like they've been hit by an ugly stick, and this one doesn't.
Well, yeah, but I just did a tour of Europe. Most
I love
of the cars
that
are
term.
ugly there.
And Klaus is translating in his mind. That's pretty good, eh?
I know. Klaus is on a roll today. Yeah.
I get into a phase.
It's not that
Apparently,
earlier.
apparently so.
Stella Close had eight pints today.
Oh, I know.
I'm in
Absolutely.
a Klaus is
Who
in
the
a
hell
phase,
is
and I'm in a
Wayne?
funk.
Wayne, who the hell is counting? You sound like Anita.
You let
Nobody's
it out of
counting
the bag at the beginning of the video.
You
here.
did?
I said 6.
Yeah, but we know that you lie by 2.
It's like when your doctor says, "How much are you drinking?" and you go,
Not enough.
Yeah.
Do you drink? Yes.
"Yes,
Do
I
you drink a
do."
lot? Yes, I
Yes.
love.
All they got to do
I
is
love
take
milk.
my liver enzymes and test it. You don't have to ask me.
Yeah, don't do those things. Would you
So,
like?
Bill, are
one
you
of
going to
those-
be as sad
No,
as Phil
no.
when you get rid of your Corvette as he was
No.
when he got rid of
It's a
the
machine.
I don't
It's
know.
just a machine.
I've got Frank. It's the most environmentally efficient vehicle on Earth because I put 500 kilometers on it last year.
Hey,
My new
You're
lawnmower
upside down there,
detective
John.
sticker.
What's that all about?
It was upside down. I was having trouble with that.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, it sure was.
It
and
looks
I,
like a
and
big
I got
donut.
it.
What is it?
And I
You
I
got-
haven't had any beer.
Is it a big donut?
It's a big
Yes, it's
donut.
sprinkle. It's a sprinkle donut.
Yes, it's a sprinkle donut. My favorite.
Oh, from the Lawnmower Detective.
It's Sergeant Detective Donut Man to you.
It came
Yes,
special
sir.
delivery yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been waiting for a week and a half for a head gasket to come in the mail. Gee,
Uh-oh.
I could have drove one down to you.
I know
faster.
it's the big Tecumseh 165, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I ordered it out of a place called Lawnmower Hospital, and they're mailing it to me on Pony Express.
They send it to you stat.
Yeah.
Well, if you
He
want,
was
we're going to Montana tomorrow. I can
Are
meet
you?
you halfway at the border.
Yeah, you're only a 9-hour drive from Helena.
Yeah. In Montana, it's a 9-hour drive from anything.
Yeah. For me too.
But it'd be nice to get into cooler weather for a week.
Well, I'd like
Yeah.
see. I think Texas would be rough because don't you have to spend your whole life inside? Like in the wintertime, it's 40
They're putting-
degrees.
they're putting
in
new
the
water
summertime,
pipes
it's-
out there.
It's 40 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, they're putting new water pipes out there. I watch these guys working, long sleeves, hats with big hoods on them and everything, and out there digging 10-foot deep holes with shovels. And it's like, it's 110, 112, 115, and they're out there with shovels digging.
Well, but they're,
But
they're
They're
probably
used
from-
to it.
They
You
are
don't get
adapted
used to it.
Yes.
No,
yeah,
you can
We
adapt.
wouldn't get used to
you
it.
can.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
in
maybe-
Mexico, we're running around in shorts and t-shirts, and the locals have coats on.
Yeah,
Right.
evolution maybe over a few thousand years you can get used to it.
Polar
It's just
bears
hot
adapted.
out there.
Polar bears adapted to the heat.
Yeah, they turn black.
Yeah, right.
I just
Wait,
don't
wouldn't
know
it be
who
the other way
goes
around?
up the heat.
Hmm.
I mean, over here we get 28 degrees C. I mean, we just stop working. We just can't cope with it. Mind you, we go from sort of 2 or 3 degrees to 28 degrees
Yeah.
in 24 hours.
We just did that.
We just don't get a chance to acclimate.
Yeah, when I was over there, they said there was a heat wave coming through, and I looked, and the guy says, "Yeah, it's going to be 27 degrees today."
Yeah,
and I sort of
yeah.
chuckled. It's like, wait, that's
Well,
like 80. You
That's what you're
know?
used to. You know what,
That's
you
what you're
guys?
used to,
It's
yeah.
14 here today. High.
Yeah. Yeah, we got cool weather here in Ontario too.
Bye, Bill.
Quite often we're
All the
opposite, eh,
best,
Wayne?
mate. I can't say I'll be
Yeah,
doing
nothing
this.
like being in Mexico though and having a siesta, eh,
Take
Bruce?
care, man.
Right.
Yeah.
That's coming. We're
Yeah.
going. We're leaving for 2 extra weeks this year. 3. We're leaving on the 14th of December.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
So
we've got looking
Christmas.
forward to. I'm going up to see Semtex with Mick, so we're taking the girls up there.
Oh, they'll like that.
Better take the
James.
checks.
And we're off on a cruise in 2 weeks' time, guys. We're away.
Can you do your StreamYard from there?
Yeah, and then we're going down to. I think we're going to the Mediterranean. I don't know where we're going. Going down that way somewhere anyway. But,
Yeah, when Trudy books something, I don't know where we're going. I just go.
yeah, we just do
Man,
Utopia.
place
It's like
like
me,
I'm
mate.
along
It's
for the
easy.
ride.
Yeah. I found out I was going to Montana this morning.
Oh,
I'm going
Whereabouts are you
tomorrow.
going to be, Bill?
I don't
Big
know.
Burn?
Montana.
Montana's as big
I
as
only found
Alberta.
out
Come
this
on.
morning I'm going to Montana.
That's like saying I'm going to England.
Phil, this time when you go on the cruise, don't get the package with the drinks included. It'll be cheaper for you if you just buy a drink instead of having to drink them all.
I'll do my best, Wayne. I've already booked it.
So now you got to drink. Now you got to drink the wife share also again.
I've been practicing. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mrs. H will drink one gin and tonic.
You know,
I'll
going to
rest 15 a
Missoula.
day.
I have to confess, it's been a beery summer here.
And it'll be a
Very,
beery
very
winter
hot.
too.
So hot, eh? Like it's just
Yeah.
been so hot.
Very, very hot.
I come out of the garage at
It's Mrs.
5
H.
o'clock and I'm just parched and hurting and sore.
Hey, Mrs. H.
I take my prescription medication and I take a couple beers and I go out to sit under the
Excuse me, are you
shade tree.
talking to me, my dear?
I'm a bad person.
No, you're
So
not,
what-
Bruce. Did you know, Bruce?
Let's
that
let's also say to Miss H.
Hey,
Well,
Miss H.
Hey, Miss H.
here-
Hey,
They're all saying hello, Annie. Yes.
Yeah, we're all waving to you.
Everybody, come on.
Hurry up, my arm's getting
Hurry
tired.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, look, they're all waving. You're feeding the dog.
Wait, Phil, is she dressed? Oh, there you go.
Hey,
I'm taking Ken out. I'm taking Ken out. There we go.
It's like Mick here. His video today, Nana
The Brady
had
Bunch.
red
I'm-
panties on the
I'm
line.
moving up slowly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ken's down to the very bottom at the moment.
Stop that. That tickles.
I like it on the bottom, Phil.
There are they.
Oh, hi.
After
We got him
evening.
one more time.
I'm just cooking the dinner.
Oh,
All right.
What are we eating
Do
tonight?
that person
9
down
o'clock dinner?
there. Look at that.
We do that.
Wee bugger.
Yes,
Wait,
she
here,
does, John.
Oh, no, so wrong.
I can do one better
No,
than
no,
that.
Hey! Still got it. Still got it, Phil. Still got it.
that was nice.
Does she realize that she's now on the
we call
internet
that, we
forever?
call that, hey, Phil, we call that tit for tit.
I'm going to have to go back and check that. I'll tell you.
Benny, you are a bad influence. You really are.
Mm-mm-mm.
I'm going to go back to YouTube and still that and send you a picture.
Phil, you can't stop having this stream. I'm telling you, this is the best one in the world.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Stop
don't
hacking
believe
to
you
you,
just
man.
done that. I do not believe it.
I love
Hey,
it.
Phil, I knew she was into it.
She must have had 2 gin and tonics.
What do you say, Phil?
That-
You're one
There's
lucky
there's
man.
a
Believe
song
it,
called
honestly.
"Show Them to Me." I've heard that one. That-
I'm going to have to go back and check this on now on the replay.
Yeah,
There
see?
you go.
There we go.
I think she had a t-shirt underneath. You're okay, guys. You're okay.
Keep saying that, Phil.
Thank God she has got a t-shirt underneath.
Yeah, keep saying that and it'll be true. Just
Yeah.
keep
Right.
saying it over and over.
Yeah, but Phil, not in the one she sent me.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh boy.
You ever seen any new pictures of your wife?
Oh my
You want some?
God, I don't
Yeah, you
believe
want
it.
some?
Honest to God.
What was it? What was it? The movie Airplane? Timmy, you ever seen a grown man naked?
Yeah.
God.
Roger, over.
Yeah.
Huh?
Roger.
Ham on 5, hold mail.
Oh my God.
The last engine quits will be up here all day.
Well, like,
no
come on,
doubt, if
tell
I
me
don't
everything
finish
that's happened
tonight,
up till
I'll be
now.
banned
Well,
forever anyway. So whatever, it makes no odds.
my
And
favorite
don't
one.
call me Shirley.
Hey,
You
yeah.
know, Carl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just tell me
don't
everything
call
that's
me
happened till
Shirley.
now. Well, first the Earth cooled, and then dinosaurs came, then they died and turned into oil.
Yeah.
One of the most brilliant movies of all time.
Absolutely.
Say good night, Gracie. Yeah, good night, Gracie.
That and Blazing Saddles.
Yeah.
You are exactly
And
right,
Spaceballs.
John.
And
And you know,
Spaceballs.
they could not make
You couldn't
any of
do
No,
those
it.
it
movies
would not
today.
fly at all.
No
It
Mel
would-
Brooks movies would be available. Today.
None.
One
And you
move and
know-
he gets it.
That's
Yeah.
not really
I
a
was
good
watching-
thing either, in my opinion. But
Right.
that's
Yeah.
I was watching Spaceballs the other day.
Oh,
That is a
God.
great
Buckle
movie.
this.
I'm
Oh,
surrounded by assholes.
How many
You gotta
assholes
a
are
little
here?
more close.
Yeah.
Hey, That's yeah. Oh, yeah.
Touch the ports.
My
Ludicrous.
favorite line in the movie. They've gone plaid.
Yeah.
It's so flat. Yeah.
The Tesla plaid is actually named after that movie.
I also,
line in the movie.
I also really like to see in
Oh,
there's no t-shirt there. There's
Bill's
no
big head
t-shirt.
was up in the way.
Yeah.
You know, Bruce, I feel better that I'm not the only one that
Not you
rewound it.
wearing a t-shirt. That's all I'll say. Oh my God.
Yeah, you keep claiming that.
What a way to go.
Just my comments. Here we are. Everything's back to normal now.
That's the
No,
Okay,
it's not.
okay, Phil. You feel better now?
No. It's just so wrong. I'm sorry. That's so wrong.
Just keeping abreast of all the issues.
Right, your hang on, Sarah. Hang on. Well, your turn.
Now I'm back at the back of the line again.
Well,
How did that happen?
That's
It's your
that's
turn.
harassment, Phil. That's harassment. That's harassment.
Hey, Phil, it's not bad unless you go like this.
No. Let's leave it.
The water boy.
Yeah.
Oh, they're all
Hey,
joining
remember
in
an
now,
airplane?
look. They're all joining them.
Good thing Mick wasn't on here.
Oh, thank goodness.
Here's a
Sure,
good
one
one,
thing,
Stella
Wayne,
from
he'll
Airplane.
be watching. I promise you.
Is he at work today?
Well, Stella from Airplane. He goes, "Oh, headquarters sent you a letter. What is it? Oh, it's a big building where generals and majors hang out. But that's not important right now.
That's not the point.
Yeah. Headquarters, what is it?
I did it. I did it. I picked a
Look,
bad day
there's
to
a
quit
Salem
doing
Macy's.
Yeah.
No, it's like when he has the telegram. What do you make of this? Well, a brooch or a hat or the pig?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of the newer ones that are one of my favorites is called. Jesus Christ! It's
That's a catchy title.
I saw that movie, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
I see him at my church every week. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What was it called? Oh, come on.
Hey, Klaus, have another beer. Have another beer. please.
Have another beer, Klaus.
2 or 3 more. Do
He's
you
looking
right?
it up. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's look it up.
He's
Listen up.
Googleizing it.
it's called.
I think every movie ever made.
Drum roll, please.
Yeah.
Get me out of here. Get me out
Here's
of
the
here.
helicopter.
Suspense is
Here's the
killing me.
helicopter above Phil's house.
The suspense is killing me. Bring that helicopter here.
No helicopter.
Well, eating large sandwiches. I'm surprised it didn't go to Phil's house.
It's called Tropic Thunder.
Oh, that's a
What?
pretty good movie. Yeah.
Tropic
And what's his
Thunder.
name plays the black guy?
Oh, Tropic Thunder.
Yeah. Oh,
You guys
You
all,
never- you
you guys
never-
all like comedies.
oh.
What's his name plays the black guy? That narrows it down.
Yeah, Iron Man. What's his name? Iron Man.
Yeah. Oh.
Um,
Oh, crap.
And how are you guys doing now? How many beers have you had? You
I haven't
said?
none. I've been eating
No,
one or two.
and how are you doing there? Hmm?
I'm on coffee.
Well, guys, I'm going to
Coffee.
call it tonight. Honest to God.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Mick,
even
is
going
Mick
to
at
be
work?
here.
I tried to get
I
it
think
last
we had a
week.
record though today. Did we even talk small engine today? I think it's something.
Yes.
I
I,
showed,
I tried, but
yeah, and I showed a lawnmower blade.
Yeah, the drunk guy
You
talks
still
small.
got
engines.
29 guys on the stream. That's pretty darn
Yeah,
good.
yeah, Phil, you might want to check on Mick because he probably crashed his train when she did that.
That's him.
There you go, Klaus.
Hey, guys,
Yes,
Henry, this guy here, it's his fault. He pulled on the strings. He pulled the strings.
Well, good job, Phil.
So if
Nice
we
seeing
can, Bill,
you
so
back.
every week
Robert
if we
Downey
take the
Jr.
oldest person we know and we ask you, you're going to come
One
on.
of the better streams,
Well,
I might add, too.
Yeah,
Can you Robert
I'm gonna-
Downey Jr.?
Hey,
I'm
Phil,
gonna have
look.
you to
It
this.
Stella
was.
wants to say something.
Hey, Phil, I got my hand up your ass.
Yeah, I know.
Hey. Okay, now.
Oi,
Phil,
get
if
it
you
out
do-
of there.
TMI.
Get it out of there. Get
If
it
you
out.
do another live stream, everybody has to cook a dish, and we'll have to show it on the show. We'll have to show it.
You know, I used to be able to
Do
cook.
Pop Tarts.
I mean, I was a good cook until Trudy retired, and now I can't even boil water.
I can make spaghetti from scratch.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Phil-
Thoroughly enjoyed myself. Everybody,
Phil,
Everyone
I am
did.
so happy that you came back to do this, and we would love to see you again. Thank you very, very
Yes.
much.
Yeah.
You'll get
Please don't always,
342 subscribers next week.
You guys,
It
you
was
have a
great
brilliant
seeing
day.
everybody
We
again.
love you,
Take
Phil.
care.
Where did
We love you, Phil. Thank you.
Yes.
Bye bye.
Where did
Bye
the
bye.
2 hours go?
Everybody take care.